Good morning, Colfax, and welcome back to the show for March 15th.
Today, reporter Nellist takes us behind the scenes of a club cooking up a storm on campus.
And we return to the sports stage, where spring sports are taking flight.
Welcome to the show.
This Friday night is the Spring Fling Dance. Ticket sales end at lunch on Friday, so make sure to stop by the leadership steps to purchase your ticket and save some money.
The entrance will be the same as a luau dance. The glass doors on the front of the school that lead into the inner quad, and they will open at 8 p.m.
Remember, the theme is Spring Fling, so make sure to dress in your springtime best. The dance ends at 10 p.m.
On March 22nd, leadership under the guidance of Senior Griffin Vernon will be hosting a dig day to restore the trails surrounding the school. This service event counts for CSF scholarship hours, IB CAS hours, Leo's club hours, and is a great Peregrine Society service entry.
To participate in this fun event, sign up in the quad all week. Then, meet at the varsity softball field after school on the 22nd, and don't forget your shovels and rakes.
Clubs are a vital part of Colfax community, and we are driven by students with a shared interest. Freshmen Livia Litchfield and Ruby Muscle wasted no time taking one of their passions and making it another Colfax connection point.
The Colfax Culinary Club has been making great strides in their journey as a new club on our campus. Founders Ruby Muscle and Livia Litchfield choose a theme and task their members with cooking or baking a dish that relates to it. Participants bring dishes to share with other members at their meetings. Sushi lessons, holiday-themed foods, and culinary skills have helped put this club on the CHS map with their positive outlook on cooking and their club camaraderie.
Something they're going to gain is probably new friends with their shared interests and new food ideas. So if they're in a block, because everyone comes to a block when they have a passion of theirs, they can have inspiration from somebody else, or like a new favorite cookie recipe, or just having the gratified feeling of sharing your food with somebody else.
These foods, however, are not just limited to delicious confections. The Culinary Club is also learning valuable lessons about delving into healthy foods, too.
One thing I'm really surprised but happy about is it's not just about baking and eating sweets and cookies, but the students are very interested in healthy, nutritious meal planning and kind of complicated recipes as well. And so that's just very exciting for me, and I can see it really growing, and it kind of adds nutrition along with just learning how to cook.
With new skills ranging from sweet to savory, the club members are bonding through food that means something to them and finding new ways to connect with others.
I think it's just a really good way for people to connect over food and just enjoy people's company, and definitely just like bringing an outreach to the fact that people are trying others' recipes. And like in the past we've done like an International Food Day, and a lot of people have brought some things that they make at home, and it's just a really good way to connect.
It is clear that the Culinary Club has the recipe for learning new skills, sharing passions, connecting, and having a good time. If you're interested in participating in this club, sign up for Miss Bussinger's Flex when it reads Culinary Club Meeting in the description. With camera op and editor Izzy Volpe, I'm Nellist for CTV, signing off.
A club that has fun and gets to eat delicious food? Sign me up.
No kidding, Megan. I'm excited to see what they stir up next.
Spring has officially sprung on campus, which means the spring sports season is in full swing. We now go to Bethany Gadway on the sports stage, where she introduces you to this year's spring sports teams.
Thank you, Megan, and welcome back to the CTV Sports Update. Spring sports have officially begun, so today we're taking a brief look into each sport and what to expect for the upcoming season. The swim team has returned after last year's abbreviated season that saw the boys team with an unofficial league title and a third-place finish for the girls. The team welcomes new head coach Taylor Schultz, who has already made an impact, increasing the team's numbers by recruiting new swimmers. Swimmers are working to improve personal times, being competitive in the league, and both the varsity girls medley relay and varsity boys freestyle relay have their sights set on swimming their way into the section championships. The next meet is Friday against rival Bear River. On dry land, the boys golf already played both Nevada Union and Placer, narrowly losing both matches. But Coach Kovich is optimistic for the team going into the season. He has the largest team in his tenure as head coach at 21 golfers, and his top players, Giacomo Gagero, Jack Shanahan, and JJ Lely, all could contend for a league title. This team is improving daily and looks forward to starting league play on the 17th against 12 Bridges at the Colfax home course, The Ridge. Heading over to the mound, the Colfax baseball team is back in action. Last year, the Falcons went 22-6, winning the COVID-adjusted Pioneer Valley League. Returning this year, the team has ambitions to win league, sections, and for the first time, move on to states. Their first home game is on March 17th, where they take on soon-to-be league foe Sutter at 4 p.m. The girls' softball team is also gearing up for what looks like a promising season after taking 4th in league last year and capturing preseason wins over Leroy Green and West Park. Coach Trish Chavez says she is looking to the team's senior players, Alex Hooper and Emma Gawley, to lead the Lady Falcons to success. The ladies are currently using their tough preseason lineup to prepare them for league and sharpen their skills as a team. Their next game will be against River Valley on the road this Thursday. After a year of not playing league matches, the Colfax tennis team is ready to play, travel, and make a name for themselves in the PBL. Senior Luke Green is coming back as a consistent 4-year contributor, and senior Matt Holm makes his debut as a tennis player, which, according to head coach Charles Luke, will be a tough matchup for the league opponents. Their next match is today when they travel to Bear River for a PBL match. Last year, track and field was one of the few sports fortunate enough to have a somewhat normal season. The team and coaches were able to successfully organize their annual invitational meet, and athletes practiced regularly for competition this year. Coach Bratton sees the team's strength in its returning competitors with an abundance of upperclassmen. The team of 58 athletes has strong leadership to help guide new athletes through their first year of track and field. The team is prioritizing individual improvements in hopes of having the girls repeat as PBL champions and to help the boys contend for a title as well. That's all I have for you this week, Colfax. I hope you're all as excited for the spring sports season as we are. I'll be back in 2 weeks with updates on how our teams are moving forward. Until then, I'm Bethany Gadway for CTV Sports.
CTV is excited to continue to keep up with our spring athletes.
Leadership will be hosting a rock painting event in the quad every day this week at lunch. The purpose is simple: have some fun, connect with friends, do some art, and hopefully contribute to your positive outlook. So stop by while supplies last to paint a rock of your very own, or paint one for somebody else.
Also, keep your eyes peeled for select rocks that have already been painted and hidden around campus. If you find one, bring it to leadership during lunch to claim a prize, and you might even get to keep the rock if you like it.
A huge thank you to the Hanson brothers of Colfax for donating the rocks for the project.
Well, Colfax, that's all we have for you this week. Next week, we take a look into how a familiar face on campus is leading a new program to support students.
And we get our first peek into the fast-approaching Olympic week. Until then, I'm Megan Towne for Katie Marx. Have a great day, Colfax.